call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And some room to work. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse. Turning it on! They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Hands it off. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll go to the ground. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. He's got him. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. And the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. To the air on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Finds his big tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Got the 1st down and more. Flying down the right side. Spinderella. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense looks like they're coming. Looking for room. It's Lynch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running his scheme in your playbook.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about this defense taking one back to the house? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the backside, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Lynch. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. They'll try the outside to the left. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him, a very productive play and a 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Makes the quick grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Oh, no! Oklahoma!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Mariota. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the move. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. LSU quick to the line. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frank. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Working that left side now. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Secures it at the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been a good day for offense, and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. He unleashes a long one. And the DB right with him to knock it away. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Motion from the wideout. Back has it. Makes him talk to the hand. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before.
And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
There he goes! And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
Well, you know that every single week, this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the pocket. That last play, he's able to get outside, scramble, and go make something happen. And with that last run, he's now eclipsed the 100-yard rushing mark for the game.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half.
He's loose on the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. It's Lynch. That kind of play will get a drive started or help with field position. They've got it at the 27. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Spears. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physical.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Trying to take it back.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll start this drive going to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Mariota. And they're able to get him down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, and take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Fires to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Dangerous screen into traffic. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum.
Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. Pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they're after it. And the quarterback goes down at the... They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Frank. Makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 32, and the chunk play has this offense moving.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st down from the 11. Might be changing the route. Now they'll run it on the toss. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this.
He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Sooner! Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. LSU right back to the line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got room to work. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Quickly complete. Lots of run. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This defense has forced a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? He wants it all. Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is a design run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. Got a first down. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the move, it's Lynch. There he goes! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
Hey, 27, jump!
Now they'll run the draw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Sooners will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see.
Breaks into the open. Discards him with the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but...
Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Great place to start for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bring in the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They punt it away on fourth down. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looking to throw on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Direct snap. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Fires one high and deep. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close.